It is November the 30th. Our standard for this week is RL4. Describe how words and phrases supply rhythm and meaning in a story, poem, or song. And so those words and phrases, the examples are regular beats, alliteration, rhymes, and repeated lines. Our learning targets for this week, I can describe how words and phrases supply rhythm and meaning in a story. I can describe how words and phrases supply rhythm and meaning in a poem. And I can describe how words and phrases supply rhythm and meaning in a song. Some vocabulary that is going to help us to better understand our standard. Phrases. A phrase is a group of two or more words that express a single idea but do not usually form a complete sentence. So it's a few words together that gives you an idea, but it's not a complete sentence. Regular beats. The regular pulse of music which may be dictated by the rise or fall of the hand or baton of a conductor, by a metronome, or by the accents of music. So think about like the drum beats. Bum, 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 bum. Okay? Alliteration. Alliteration is the use of words that begin with the same sound near one another. And this is an example: wild and woolly, or babbling brook. Rhymes. A rhyme is one of two or more words or phrases that end in the same sound. So think of cat, hat, mat, bat. All of those are rhyming words because they have the same ending. Repeated lines are a group of words that are repeated on multiple lines in a poem. So think about the chorus of a song, or if somebody says the same thing like more than one time in a row. Okay. Rhythm is a regular repeated pattern of sound or movements. So the rhythm, think about the rhythm in the song, like the pattern of how the music is played. Okay. And a poem is a piece of writing that usually has figurative language. It's written with separate lines that often have a rhythm and a rhyme to them. So think about poems could be something like they're just like short little texts they don't have full sentences. They just have like little tiny like phrases and lines. They're definitely more figurative language, like it says, so they don't mean exactly what they say. Our anchor charts for this week, we have an anchor chart about alliteration and poetry. So our alliteration anchor chart is the one that has the big head with the twisted tongue. And so sometimes we can think of alliteration as tongue twisters. So when there are two or more words nearby that have the same beginning sound. So here are some examples. Natalie nibbled noodles. Sam sipped a strawberry Slurpee. Pete the penguin likes pizza and pickles. Monkeys make major messes. And Carla went camping. Okay. Poetry tells us a story, and it appeals to feelings and senses. So it also describes things. So some different elements that we can see in poetry would be rhyme, like owl and towel. Rhythm, which is the beat, like we talked about. Repetition, so nibble, nibble, nibble. Has lots of repeated lines. Onomatopoeia, which are words that are sounds, so boom, snap. And then alliteration, just like we were talking about, like Peter Piper picked a pepper. Okay. Alliteration is the use of words that begin with the same sound near one another, as in wild and woolly or babbling brook.